Okay, here we are on the last map. This is the holdout or finale. I like the idea. One of the ideas we came up with, the one thing was a funicular. You can't really read it on this, but I made my own sign for the Salvation Force Funicular Railway. I don't know if many people know what a funicular is, but it's what I'm about to show you. It's a railway that moves up at an angle up mountains. And I liked the idea of building one, or trying to build one, and then I liked the idea of it being the escape vehicle. So I was quite happy with being a mountain campaign. It made the most sense, rather than another helicopter rescue. Here we go again with the rope bridge. Good lord. And here we've got just sort of rail lines. I can't remember what they are. They're part of the standard model set. And then most of the carriage here is made out of BSP brushes, which is a front brush that's moved, tied to a front train, which moves up and down. This one isn't moving. I've actually got my friend Ed. He's very into building mechanical vehicles and things like that. And he is going to make me. He's building a model version of one, which is really a lot more detailed and has a lot more. It's going to look amazing. Can't wait to see it. That's going to be an addition for the future. Indiana Jones this bridge. But the main problem with this map right now is people understanding where it's they have to go to get out. That's something I need to fix, because it's a little bit of frustration the first time they play it, finding the way out. So I need to the pathway to get out of this map is along a walkway, which kind of takes you around the back, and that's not overly clear. So I need to update the tooltips. Originally, this was going to be the spot where you kind of jumped onto the funicular, but I like the idea of doing a sort of a run, a gauntlet run at the end, to get out, which I think we've seen a little in other places. The layout and the idea of this was, it came from the first map in the wooded area. I really liked, there was a bit I was playing early on testing when I had zombies coming down towards me from a hill, and it looked really cool through the fog. And so I made 3 hills, and had there's 3 different feeder points, if you like, for zombies to come down towards us from the hills around. Now you can't actually see them because I had to put, as during playtesting, it turned out that there was just too much open space around the house, and it was too easy, way too easy. There was it was far too easy to take down everything before it ever reached you. So that was a bit frustrating. But if you move through and if you find yourself fighting the space, you will find lots of zombies coming down the hill towards you, including tanks as well. The general layout for it, though, I really was taking my inspiration from. I'm trying to remember which one it is, which campaign it is, but it's the campaign where you end up by the riverboat, or where you jump on the riverboat at the end of the campaign. So you're in that house at the edge of the lake. That's really the overall layout that I was riffing off of. This layout it's a very sort of classic layout where you've got a balcony with all the goodies on it. And when you're building finale spaces, really what you're looking for is a high up is safe, down low is unsafe. So the players are sort of constantly trying to get back to high ground, because once you get high up, you've got a lot. You've got good vantage. You can see all around you. You've got the height advantage over your enemy. So you're going to find players constantly trying to fight their way back up to the space. So if you're going to do a finale in Left 4 Dead, then I recommend the holdout post should be the highest, if not one of the highest places on the map. Okay, so this is standard holdout. The one thing I would say about this is that the tanks were supposed to come from one of those 3 spots, like these 1, 2, 3 canyons, and they don't. They only ever come from the central one, and I've really tried to fix that, and I don't know why they are so insistent. Every now and again you might get a tank come from the right, but for the most part they seem to just be obsessed with coming from the thing. So yeah, as I say, lots of playtesting with groups, and I really had to add a lot of foliage a lot closer to give the zombies more cover, so that they could close the distance and get to the house. Now at this point, the only thing I haven't done is I haven't stopped the player from heading to the pathway that leads to the funicular, which I think I need to do, because someone told me earlier today that they can cheese the map. Now That's a very American saying, and I didn't really know what it meant, but I figured out that it meant, you know, that you can pretty much find a spot where you can hold out and you'll be fine. You know, that it can't touch you, and really you don't have to engage in the fighting at all. You can just you know sit and wait it out or whatever. So you know that's not good. So what I probably need to do is cover, and I know I need to do this for a while, is cover this walkway here, which is the way out, with a covered walkway and a fence that you can't get through until the funicular arrives. Yeah, so I need to do that. But most people play it in the spirit that it was meant to be played, which is just play it out here. I mean, if you do head down the pathway here, that you can see it. So that's the pathway that you head for the way out, and that's where the funicular picks you up there. Really, I'm going to cover all of this because you shouldn't be able to access it until you're playing it. But most people want to play the finale. They don't want to hide down the back of the manual. Going to get a tank in a minute. So when this did finish, I'm running out of things to say about this map. I might actually finish this early, but the one thing I'm doing is that when it does arrive and you are heading out, I'm spawning a tank about here. So there's a trigger which triggers the tank about there.